So the busy holiday travel season is about to get underway. And if you haven't planned out your trips just yet, we have some help for you this morning. So joining us this morning, Ann Taylor Hartzell, the hip travel mama. It's so
Hello.
good to see you this morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
so good to be here. So good to talk with you guys. It's good to have some good news to talk about.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Okay, so let's talk holiday travel. I mean, when is the best time to book for Thanksgiving or Christmas? I mean, should we have already had our tickets?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think everybody's seeing that the rebound to travel is sort of impacting all of us. If you haven't booked your tickets yet, I would say expect to spend a fair amount of money, but there is still alternates. Just try to avoid that busy Wednesday and Sunday, so the Wednesday departure and the Sunday return. Look for alternate days coming back midweek. Fortunately, a lot of us are working from home, so we have a little bit more flexibility this year.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I always say to travel on Christmas Day, that if you can do it, and then just avoid that 2 days before Christmas and that Tuesday after Christmas. Those are really usually the busiest days.
Oh, okay, that's great information. I mean, clearly none of us are miracle workers, but those are really good tips there. I mean, when it comes to getting out there, traveling, I mean, a lot of folks haven't. I mean, we've been in a pandemic, especially if you're talking about families. Kids are just now starting to get vaccinated. I mean, I know that you've traveled recently. What would you say to families maybe thinking about getting back out there?
I would say you can do it. You can
Okay.
do it. I think, we're all weary, and traveling is good for the soul. And I think, let's just follow the rules, be kind, but we can get out there and do it. And I would say there's a lot of things, I think, if you're preparing to go to SeaTac for the first time, to pack your patience and remember that kindness is really important in following the rules. There's the airport's recommending 2 to 3 hours ahead of time, 2 hours for a domestic flight, 3 hours for international flights. You can download Spot Saver, save your spot in line for TSA. We expect those lines to be long. If you don't have Clear or TSA PreCheck, you can still sign up. I would highly recommend that to avoid that. And the North Satellite of actually SeaTac is all redesigned, and there's a lot of grab and go lunch options. So I'm recommending people grab their food to take on the airplane, and then just pack your patience because it is going to be busy, but
Yeah.
we got this.
Yeah, we got to work together. Absolutely on that. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know that you're our travel guru, and I'm curious. I mean, there are always the places that people want to go for the holidays, but are there any kind of spots that we're not thinking of that might be less populated with people over the holiday season that we might want to think about going?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always say to look for those alternate airports around busy cities like LAX, trying to find sort of those outliers. I know Alaska Airlines is actually launching this month a new Belize direct trip. We've been looking at that actually for February for midwinter break. It's a 6-hour direct flight, I think. We have to double check the time. But things like that, if you're looking at Hawaii like we are and it's pretty expensive, we want to support, tourism in Hawaii. But look for those alternate destinations and looking for some of those package deals, maybe places you haven't been before or wouldn't think of.
These are great tips. Ann Taylor Hartzell, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah.
And hey, safe travels this holiday for sure.
Thank you. Thanks.
For more info and travel info, you can actually head to her Instagram. It's just Hip Travel Mama, all one word. All right. So